Captain Moron.
Hello, welcome to the channel of Captain Moron. Today we are going to be talking about the greatest card, one of the top 2 cards that have ever been released in Captain Moron's opinion. It will be the Living Tribunal. Coming out late next month, the Living Tribunal is a 6-cost, 4-power card whose ability reads, ongoing, split your total power evenly among all locations. That's right, folks. Take a game like this, one of those games you get multiple Iron Men or maybe Onslaught Citadel. 68 plus 40 is 108 and another 17 and you're at 125. Divide that evenly and you've got 41 power at each location. Poor Pro here would have been destroyed, yet more than they already were. So, now that we're in our native home of Marvel Snap, we are going to talk about 3 different Living Tribunal decks. I am going to try and convince you why you should save those tokens for the Living Tribunal. We're going to review these 3 decks, and then I want you to comment and tell me which one you think will be the best. Or present to me another idea, and maybe we'll explore that in a future episode. Number 1, the Negative Tribunal. In this deck, the idea is to land Iron Man and Onslaught with the Living Tribunal. This is why you have the wave. You want to wave into Onslaught, allowing you to then Iron Man and Tribunal later. Now, if you're able to do that, you can Angela first, then Wave, then Onslaught, Iron Man, Tribunal. That will give you approximately 25 power at each location. Now, you want to have basted that Angela first as well. That will help with the buffing, giving you that 25 power. And of course, you can always do your best to get the negative out early, pull the negative Iron Man, hopefully a negative Tribunal, and you're off to the races. Next up, we have what I call the Powerful Tribunal. The idea here is to play cards with increased power. Just throw the power down. Then, what you can do is throw the Tribunal down, and voila, you have spread it all across. Take, for example, you 0 your Ebony Maw. That's 10 power on a location. You put down a Luke Cage as well, so now the Typhoid Mary won't hurt you. Then, maybe you get that Black Cat or a Lizard, maybe an Armor and a Titania. Okay, so we're at roughly 20. Then you can Shuri, doubling the power of a Typhoid Mary, which is another 20. But you've prevented the negative with the Luke Cage, and you've got 40 power. Throw down the Living Tribunal, you're at 44. Spread that across. 15, 16 power per location. Or maybe you've got Lizard, Iron Man, and a 0 Ebony Maw all together. That's 10, 15, 30 power. You still have some room to play other things and then split it all across with the Living Tribunal. It's a very, very flexible card. Let's say you have Bar with No Name. Of course, you're not going to want a Living Tribunal with Bar with No Name, so don't. Now, the final deck, the Lockjaw Tribunal. Obviously, the center of this deck is Lockjaw, so we've stayed very low on the low-cost card. Then, of course, you want to Lockjaw. Jubilee on Lockjaw would be an incredible move. Even if you pull your Living Tribunal, that's excellent. Then throw a Shuri down and then pop down a Giganto, maybe a Doctor Doom. You have a lot of options here to get you a lot of power, right? Often, the problem with a Lockjaw deck is that all of your power is on the Lockjaw. And again, it's the flexibility that the Living Tribunal provides. Now, I know this was an unusual episode, just looking at the Living Tribunal and why I think it is a powerful card. Anytime you can get a lot of power, and there are plenty of locations that give you power. Imagine Knight of Valir with the Living Tribunal. Almost an auto snap. Onslaught Citadel. You throw an Iron Man down there and you have Living Tribunal. It's the end for the opponent. In conclusion, you can find me, Captain Moron, over on Twitch Tuesday, Thursday nights, doing some short streams to see how we can do with one deck, how many cubes we can obtain in just half an hour. And other than that, I want you to remember to have a wonderful time this week. Enjoy the new season. And I am Captain Moron.